So as Jeff mentioned, I'm Margo Nash. I work alongside Jeff in the Office of Research. And raise of hand, how many of you have heard of the Spin Search database? Okay, so of those of you who have heard it, how many of you have actually used it? How many of you have used it successfully or are satisfied with your experience? Fewer people, okay. So today we'll go through the high-level version of the Spin Search database. It's a very comprehensive database accessible to the entire Ohio State community. A couple of pointers for you to know, especially if you've never used it before. If you're on campus at the university, you can access the search database, and the website is just spin.info@global.com. You don't need a login to access it if you're on campus. If you are off campus, however, you will need to have an account in order to log in. And the first time that you create an account, you'll need to be using an on-campus computer. The benefit of having an account is that you can save the searches that you create and have them emailed to you. So that cuts down on the amount of time that you have to spend on the web conducting these searches. So some housekeeping technical suggestions there. So the Spin Search database has a few different levels of search options. So if you hover over the search button to the left, you'll see that there's a basic search, a keyword search, and an advanced search. I recommend using either the basic or the keyword search. We're on the basic search currently, and with the basic search, you just enter in any search terms that you want. It has a robust search system like Google, so if you use certain denotations, it will enhance your search, and some of those tips are under basic search help. So I know, for example, if you want to search for one topic but not another, if you use the hyphen symbol, it'll accurately generate that search. So the best way to get familiar is to play around with it and go through some of the different help functions to better fine-tune your search. Another suggestion for searches is to not only think about the inputs, but the outcomes as well. So you may be doing research on math education, for example, and you know what you need to do or what you want to do, and you may enter in some of those search terms, but you may also want to think about, okay, what am I trying to get out of this research, and search using some of those terms as well, just to think about your research holistically as you enter in some terms. So if I just type in math education, for example, it's a pretty broad topic. It does take a second to load, so this is a good time to practice your deep breathing. So here we have 9 search results found for current opportunities. And here you can filter through any of these column headings, whether it's the deadline or the funding amount, if you're looking for a specific amount, or if you know that you have a certain deadline that is most reasonable for you. If you click on the plus button, it'll give you a synopsis of the opportunity with some information about what they're looking for, about this one isn't very specific, is it? Some information, a URL to the program sponsor website. So this is just a snapshot of it. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about it, you can click on the opportunity title, and it'll pull up more information about the opportunity, eligibility requirements, funding guidelines, and sponsor information, who to contact, and so forth and so on. If it's an opportunity of interest, you can email it to yourself, and you can also find similar opportunities. So be aware of those options up top. I know sometimes it's like a tree, and once you go down one path or one branch, it opens up a whole world of other opportunities. So that's a great way to be able to branch out into different opportunities. So that's the basic search. If that's not quite working out for you, if you're not finding opportunities that fit within your scope, or if you're having a difficult time identifying keyword search terms, you can click on the keyword search option, and you will click select keywords, and here you will, once it loads, you can start to enter some keywords that are applicable to you and your research. So if I were to type in math, it'll auto-populate a couple of options. So mathematics education. So let's say I want to select that, it'll move it over. Let's say I'm not quite sure and I want to see what other options it has. I can go down through this, this organizational chart and see what is applicable to me as well. So let's say I want to do mathematics education and English education, probably maybe not the best combo for one particular research topic, but you get the idea there. So you can pull from the glossary of SPIN's terms to match what you're looking for. So let's say I want to look into mathematics education, and let's say distance learning. I will enter that in, move it over, save selections and continue, and once it catches its breath, it'll locate funding, and again, it'll pull up different search results here. So in the basic search and in this search and in any searches that you make, you can save the search and then you will name it. And then you can choose if you want to receive it on a daily basis or a weekly basis. So that makes it really easy for you. You just have to check your email. It's recommended to create a couple of searches. Start with a wide net and see what you get, and you can always tailor it. If you're finding that the search results are too broad, you can refine your search through the search terms. Or you can also look through the preferences. And if you click on any of these preferences, it'll take you to this pop-up box. And in the pop-up box, there are a variety of filters that you can apply to your searches. And these will be applied to all of the searches in your profile. So you can't just target one or a couple. So let's say you have certain citizenship restrictions or requirements. You can go ahead and go through and select those options, those filters. If you are a student, if you're a faculty member, you can choose the applicant type. So you can go through that whole system to filter out your results to get, hopefully, results that are a little bit more tailored to your needs. So that's the SPIN search database in a nutshell. As a little mini preview, we're currently working to be able to provide some save searches that may be applicable to different colleges and disciplines, and have links to those save searches on those colleges and departmental websites. So on Jeff's wiki page, we went ahead and created a link. We went ahead and created a link, and this is Jeff's homepage. Again, that's go.osu.edu/funding, and this has directions to how to sign up for the SPIN search database if you're interested. But this is what the wiki page looks like. It has a whole host of resources, so feel free to take some time to look through all these resources. But up top, in looking at the SPIN search database, we created this link called the Web Services page, and we created a save search for, we're working on cutting down the number of logins, so that's okay. Well, that didn't, we're working on some technical issues, but however, once it's, we're past the beta version, we will hopefully make this a little bit more accessible to everyone. So we created a save search for the Spencer Foundation as an example. And here there's one current opportunity. And this, again, just pulls from the SPIN search database. So hopefully as we progress with this particular tool, we'll make it a little bit more accessible to everyone. And you will be able to filter within the search results. And again, more tools for you to find hopefully what you're looking for.